Hello everybody, I'm Philip Duncan. Thanks for joining us for our weekend weather update and the outlook for next week. And we've got a lot of high pressure on the way. I think that's going to make a lot of you very happy. Here is how we look for Friday afternoon. There's the big high and there's the departing low. So there's still a bit of a southerly breeze blowing around the eastern North Island. That fades away by tonight. And then finally, the lighter winds come in for the weekend. And I've got some positive news for you in Southland. That's where we're going to start. The other day, in the last couple of days, it's been looking like a wet weekend for you. Now it's not looking so wet. We are seeing a front which is going to take its time to move in. This is lunchtime Saturday, so that front's waiting. It comes into Fiordland first, and then perhaps towards late afternoon or evening or overnight, you get some patchy light rain coming in. No thunderstorms, nothing dramatic like that. Elsewhere, completely dry or mainly dry, just because there might be still a remaining isolated little light shower somewhere. Otherwise dry though for Saturday, and the winds a bit breezy in some coastal areas from the southwest. To Sunday, still a little bit breezy on the sou'westers along the western side of New Zealand, but the eastern side has got light winds, including Wellington. You go right down to Southland. Now there's that very early morning showery weather, and then it breaks apart by lunchtime and starts to move northwards. So there'll be a little bit of patchy rain on the west coast that moves into southwestland. Maybe a couple of showers that move up Otago and in towards South Canterbury, but mainly dry on Sunday and certainly dry in the North Island. Now next week there is a little bit of a change. We do have high pressure dominating for next week, but we also get those afternoon downpours returning to the inland areas. Now over the next several days, most parts of New Zealand will be drier than usual for this time of the year. One exception might be Bay of Plenty, but most other places are seeing a drier than average week. But we will be seeing these downpours. They start on Monday, then on Tuesday, even bigger chance for those downpours, especially inland around the North Island. Might be a few thunderstorms in there as well. South Island, similar kind of story on Tuesday. By Wednesday, there's an area of low pressure around the north, and this is the reason why we might see a little bit of rain that makes it maybe not so dry than average for some parts of maybe Western Bay of Plenty and Eastern Coromandel. It's a little bit too far out to lock in just yet, but you can see that little area of heavy rain, and there's a low just nearby. But everybody else, you got mostly high pressure. And then later into the week, well, we get more high pressure rolling through. That low starts to fade away. We've got a couple of showers perhaps lingering around. But look at the weather pattern. Low pressure, high pressure. That's why Weather Watch said yesterday, we think this spring pattern, this changeable spring pattern, where it's warm one day and then kind of cold the next day, or windy one day, dry and calm the next, that's being caused by highs and lows, the mixture of them. So we're not getting stuck under one system. So at the moment, it looks as though as we go through to the middle part of December, we've still got more variety in our weather, but certainly more high pressure on the way this weekend and next week means finally we do get some dry weather on the way. That is all from me. Have a great weekend. We'll see you next week.